In the heart of Little Saigon, there's no doubt it is campaign season. When it comes to choosing who should be the next U.S. president, many in this politically active community say they will be voting not for the candidate they like, but because they have a greater dislike for the other candidate.
Between the two devils, I choose the lesser one. That's Donald Trump.
Leslie Lee was a colonel in South Vietnam's army before fleeing to the U.S. Like most of the former Vietnamese refugees of his generation, Lee has voted for Republicans in every election since he gained U.S. citizenship. But this year, it took Lee a long time to decide.
It is very difficult this time because the two bad candidates.
Lee does not like Republican candidate Donald Trump, but he says Democrat Hillary Clinton is more dangerous.
Hillary Clinton as Secretary of State, she must be capable to tell what information is classified and relate to national security, and which information is okay to transmit over her private server email. If she's not capable to do that, she cannot be a president.
But the younger generation of Vietnamese-Americans views things differently. Most of them support Clinton.
Anyone who served in politics for 20, 30 years would have some skeleton in the closet. I mean, all the things that's mentioned about her, nothing is really that outrageous, nothing that hasn't been done before by other politicians. I mean, I think people are just more harsh on her because she's a female.
I would say Clinton is the better candidate for president.
Hugh supported Democrat Bernie Sanders until the senator from Vermont dropped out of the race.
I will be supporting Hillary. She has adopted a lot of Bernie Sanders policies and implemented a lot of progressive platforms into her personal platform.
Dong Do, managing editor of the Vietnamese language newspaper Noi Viet, explains why older Vietnamese-Americans have been Republicans.
During the Vietnam War, the Republican was very aggressive, where the Democrat was anti-war. So that kind of thinking, so they think the Democrat kind of responsible for their loss in Vietnam.
He says there is also a gender bias among some older Vietnamese.
How about girl leader? No! No way!
But in this election, Do says Republican Vietnamese-Americans are often reluctant to say they support Trump.
I vote Republican because of the policy, not because of Trump.
Mike Nguyen says he believes in the Republican Party's economic policies.
I would like to give money back to the people who create jobs.
Lee sums up why many people are going to the polls.
If you don't vote for anybody, you indirectly vote for the bad one.
But Do expects that this year, some Vietnamese-Americans will leave the ballot for president blank. Elizabeth Lee, VOA News, Orange County, California.